Professional wrestler in the world. He is And your final competitor in this contest.
Absolution 15. Nathan Zagura here along with me, Matt Wadsworth. And Nathan, for the first time you're experiencing it, it's Absolution, baby.
What an honor to be here. My first Absolution, and I am excited. And look, we're kicking it off with a six-way. We've seen these at Eyes of the Beast. Gangster Rap made me do it. Chase Oliver with the win at Eyes of the Beast. These matches never disappoint. What a way to start Absolution. I couldn't be more excited.
Well, and it is an incredible combination here. We got some familiar faces, some new faces, some returns, and it is sure to be exciting. You see it right there. Matt Cross and Chase Oliver immediately after Tommy KD, and there's a couple guys who are no strangers. As Riley goes right at him, Tope Suicida. And now Chase Oliver and Matt Cross toe to toe. And Matt Cross has not missed a beat. Heads his attempt. Cartwheel by Chase. Matt Cross says, listen, I was doing that when you were still in preschool.
And you love to see it. Cross, the 22-year, the veteran, a guy who's no stranger to Absolution. In fact, defeated Jay Violence at Absolution 1 Wadsworth, making his 7th Absolution appearance right here. And what a way would it be for M-Dog. What a grab, flipping into the Hurricane Run, and they're all kicking out of these things.
Gringo Loco.
What balance.
Out of it. And Komander, of course, making his AIW debut, a young competitor at only 23 years of age, yet still has 10 years of experience in professional wrestling.
That's an outrageous stat, and what better place to make your debut in AIW than Absolution? You want to make a statement, you want to make an impression, you get a win on this stage right now. As you see Chase Oliver and M-Dog Matt Cross in the ring right there. And for Chase, this is a real opportunity. His 3rd Absolution, 1-1. This is the first time as a singles competitor. He's been involved in some tags, and you're seeing why. The standing shooting star press right there.
Tommy KD in there.
That's why I think Chase Oliver's a guy that has a very bright future now. We didn't get to see him at Gangster Rap Made Me Do It, and injuries have been the bugaboo for Chase Oliver. But when he's healthy, the guy delivers, and this is a real showcase opportunity for him as TKD with the spinning leg lariat.
You want to talk about a showcase opportunity. Tommy KD into this match, making his Absolution debut. We saw him return after some time away at AIW 3D. And of course, right there, you see Riley Rose break it up, and Riley Rose and Tommy KD had a little bit of a confrontation online leading into AIW 3D. Of course, they were in that matchup together. Riley Rose claimed he was coming, and he was taking out some of the older faces. Tommy KD was quick to point out, listen, I'm not retired just because I haven't been around.
No, and Riley Rose is a young man who has had some struggles. He's only got a couple of wins here in AIW, but you can see the talent, and the fans like him, and he feels like a guy that's on the precipice. As Gringo Loco says, how about the precipice of my boot right in your groin there? But a guy who could really, this could be a real springboard for him if he could get a win here. Gringo Loco is coming in and putting on a show right now, Wadsworth.
Well, and that's been the calling card for Gringo Loco. Of course, if you're new to AIW, you may not be familiar with Gringo. He's a former AIW Tag Team Champion, 0-2 all-time at Absolution,
that's right,
but was involved in some of the most talked-about matches in AIW history. It's back in around 2015, we had a Lucha explosion, and he was one of the forerunners of that.
He's getting the crowd behind him now, and you talk about, listen to this crowd showing their applause for Gringo Loco. And Gringo Loco and Komander just kind of have been going on GCW. They've gone head-to-head. Gringo Loco getting the better of them. They said, let's try it one more time here on the big stage of Absolution and AIW.
Komander, look at the speed.
The speed, the agility, the wherewithal.
Up fireman's carry position. He comes all the way around. Spinning head scissors takedown on Gringo Loco.
And Komander's got this crowd on its feet. I tell you, there's no better way to make an impression than a first impression. And to come out here and win this six-way at Absolution, Wadsworth, you'd have to think that would be big for Komander, who's on the top rope.
He's on his feet, running across the ropes, uses the top rope as a springboard. But Gringo was ready for him. He got caught on the top rope, counters again, double springboard, triple, quadruple, quintuple, sextuple, into the head.
Oh my God, Wadsworth. And this place has come unglued. Everybody giving him a standing ovation. Look, you don't have to have seen him before to appreciate that greatness. And listen to this crowd giving praise to Komander. I even got goosebumps, Wadsworth. I've never seen that.
That Cross catches him coming in. The veteran with the backbreaker.
That's right. He says, you want to fly around, I'm going to ground you right now.
While in Matt Cross, once upon a time, was known as the the innovator of aerial insanity, and showing that 20 years later, that's still the case.
He still got it even in his 40s. A guy who has held titles all over the world, and as you mentioned, an AIW original, a guy who was at the very first AIW Absolution, and now how great would it be for him to kind of get back on track in this company with a win here today.
Albert caught, hits the moonsault, wiping out a couple guys down at ringside. I couldn't even see it move so fast. Looks like Gringo Loco, Tommy KD down there.
And he landed right on his feet. That's what Chase Oliver has, incredible athleticism and balance. But here comes Riley Rose to the top. What does he have in mind, Wadsworth?
Right up top. And Chase Oliver and Matt Cross right there. As he comes down off the top rope, lays him out. Riley Rose up on the stage. Meanwhile, in the ring, Gringo Loco in. Tommy KD catches him, plants him on the top rope. Big right hand. Right
hand to the jaw, and a right hand from Riley Rose on the outside to Chase Oliver, and there they are.
Oh, Tommy KD up top, huge shot to the ribcage from Gringo Loco. He floors him, Gringo Loco up to the top, springboard moonsault.
What a beautiful.
Hits the rope, tope con hilo.
What a beautiful springboard moonsault followed by the tope con hilo. What a call by you, Wadsworth. You talk about action. This is absolutely insane right now at Absolution. What's Komander thinking? He's on the other wrong side of the ring.
Everybody else is on the outside over there. Komander's all the way down. He's running the ropes into a huge moonsault to the floor. Are you kidding me?
This kid is special. You said 23 years old, a 10-year veteran already, and he's doing things I've never seen in my life. That's the second one tonight. He was on the wrong side of the ring, ran the ropes, and then hit the beautiful dive to the outside, leaving everybody on the ground. And this crowd appreciates the different styles from all over the world. That's what I love about the AIW fans. Listen to them, admonish, loving the Lucha Libre style of Komander.
Komander, you notice he targets the familiar opponent. You mentioned it. These two, while never having met at AIW, have had run-ins elsewhere. Riley Rose, though, interrupts it. Savant kick, floors Gringo Loco. Komander sends him down. Now, what does he have in mind here? Riley Rose down on the mat, and he uses him as a springboard shooting star press. And he's right back up. Corkscrew stunner.
A corkscrew stunner.
Push the leg, two. Quick kick there out of Chase Oliver to break it up on two. And I think Komander, while the new face, seems to have won over the crowd. People are a little upset with Chase Oliver for breaking it up.
And he's the hometown guy, and you have to think if this wasn't as he catches him into a Spanish fly.
And planted him almost right on top of the head, but Komander's still out on two.
I'll tell you what, Komander, if this wasn't a six-way, he has the win, but it is a six-way. That's why these six-way scrambles are incredible. You can't just beat one guy. You got to have everybody incapacitated so you can make your move, but you're right about this. Komander has made an impression in the early going and has his crowd firmly behind him.
Well, Matt Cross is headed up top. He found his way back up. Komander and Chase Oliver still down. What does Matt have in mind? Up to the top rope. What? Double stop to both men. Matt Cross looking like he's taking out some Koopas in Super Mario Brothers. The floating reverse neck breaker causes Chase Oliver to DDT. Komander covered 2 count before Riley.
Did you see Komander's head go into the mat and then he popped up about a foot? I haven't seen that since the days of Rob Van Dam and ECW taking that DDT like that.
Riley Rose sends Matt Cross to the floor. Smart move on his part. The freshest guy of those in the ring. Meanwhile, Gringo Loco in. Goes to the shin with the kick.
Saying that's it. Double underhook.
Oh, wait a second. Chase Oliver just took him away. Savant kick back in the head. Tombstone. There's one for Chase for good measure.
I don't know. Loco, I know he's going up top, but maybe had a chance for a cover, and he says, I'm going to get it anyway.
Moonsault makes the cover. 2. Komander in for the save.
And you wonder if that time that he took to go to the top rope and hit the extra move allowed Komander to recover and to break it up. And this crowd already cheering for Komander once again.
Now a reversal there by Gringo Loco on Komander coming in. Komander sends him up and over, lands on his feet. Chase Oliver in with the big forearm shot, looks for the clothesline. Komander underneath, up and over the top, springing, coming in, using the ropes, running up the ropes, catches himself, diving Lana to the floor from the top rope.
To the floor, and Wadsworth, you're like an auctioneer right now. The action's so fast, you have to keep calling everything out here. M-Dog Matt Cross, the veteran, say, maybe I'll take advantage.
Oh, using the
classic. Classic.
Adjustment in midair. That body control is unparalleled from Matt Cross. It's been the case since the late 90s. And even today, like you mentioned, into his 40s, he still has unbelievable control over his body in midair.
And we saw that at Gangster Rap Made Me Do It. Oh my goodness, a double underhook and into a face crusher.
But before he can capitalize, Komander up top, springboard, Tommy KD underneath, kick to the midsection. Now looking to use those ropes. Uses them to spring into the Bulldog right on top of Matt Cross.
And it looked like he wanted to get the leg drop, but just quite didn't get it there. A kick to the head of Komander, though.
That's where Tommy KD, with his martial arts background, is going to have the advantage. But Riley Rose has no problem striking with him.
This would be the biggest win of Riley Rose's career.
2. Komander breaks it up.
Riley Rose so close, and that's been the story for Riley Rose. So close, but couldn't get it done. And again, it's because of the 6-way, and Komander just seems to be the guy who's always around so fast.
Up top of Riley Rose, just as quick behind him. He's caught him. Looking for an avalanche back suplex. I think Komander fighting him away, though. Forearm shots.
Look at the balance of Komander, so comfortable at home on the top.
Gringo Loco. Gringo right underneath. Catches him up. What does Komander have in mind? Gringo throwing him into the power bomb. Avalanche style from the top. Chase Oliver off his back to break it up and hits a destroyer on Riley Rose for the bet.
Are you kidding me, Wadsworth? Where do you see action like this right now? Off of his back into a Canadian destroyer.
Matt Cross looking for the shooting star, lands on his feet, rolling through. Chase Oliver catches him. Death Belly driver into Rose in the corner.
And everybody's rolled out of the ring. This is Chase Oliver's opportunity. Up top, you know what he's looking for? The shooting star press.
And he hits it, hook in the leg. 1, 2, 3.
And Chase Oliver, for the second time in as many opportunities in these 6-way scrambles, just as we saw at Eyes of the Beast, we see it at Absolution, and Chase Oliver gets a huge win here to kick off our show, bringing his record 2-1 at the biggest show of the year.